Hello friend, I am making another video and I hope that it will relax you and maybe make you fall asleep. If it does make you fall asleep, I hope that in the morning you will press that subscribe button and the like button. I realized if I were to say that in videos, I should say it in the beginning, because otherwise the people watching might fall asleep before. But let's not dwell too long. I should also mention that other people in the house have woken up now, right when I was about to record. But I hope they won't be too loud. Let's hope. And I will make a video, a story. I will make a story now about Simona. Simona and her friends Fia and Goo. Simona is a girl with long hair and she has a nice blue hoodie on with brown details on the end of the sleeves, and her shirt underneath the hoodie is green, and her pants are a nice green as well. And her friends are Fia the fox, which she has a nice red fur and black feet and a nice white on the tip of the tail. She's colored like most foxes are, but unlike most foxes, she can talk. And Goo is a doll crocheted with buttons for eyes, and is wearing a jacket and a scarf and a little beanie on their little head. And today they've moved into a new place, a new home, and that home, placed magically, it can move around magically, and it took them to a random place without their knowledge on how, and they don't know how to get it back. But they're not too worried about that just yet. Fia is just excited for adventure. Sophia is a bit skeptical, but she's just found the world of magic and interesting things like talking animals. Simona is a bit more careful than Fia, but she's still excited. She's excited about what this compass she recently got can do. It is a compass called a true soul compass, and what it does is allegedly shows Sophia something that is connected to her in some way. But these compasses are rare, so she hasn't found anyone that can tell her what it exactly shows. But she's curious. She's curious, and she takes off to where the little hand in the compass leads. It's a little tiny severed hand in the compass instead of a needle to show the way. And Fia is very excited about it. And she says, "Well, it's time we got going already. Let's just... Why are you waiting up so long?" And Simona says, "Don't worry, I'm just looking around the house. I've only recently got to this house. I'm coming though. I'm trying to find out if I can get an instruction on how this house works before we leave, so that it doesn't just disappear when we get out of it." And it's a big greenhouse with a yellow roof, and it has white corners and details. But then she goes out of this house and is on to an adventure. She follows the compass, and where they are is a very interesting place. There are a lot of hills, a lot of mounds. Well, mostly they're mound-sized. There's one big hill, and then there are a lot of mounds, quite steep. A lot of them, even though they're tiny, they're kind of steep. Some of them are not. But on these hills are houses with they're on the sides of these mounds and with pillars to keep them upright. Some houses are higher than others and have long stairways, and the houses look very interesting. They're all slightly different, and they all seem to have signs above them saying the name of a shop or something. and they do look quite square. Well, about half of the houses look quite square with square roofs, and the other halves are very roundish and very Japanese style, old traditional Japanese style houses, with but also very round and curved, and the pillars are decorated the most beautiful abstract swirls and whatnot. And some pillars are the square pillars for the square houses are decorated with more rigid shapes, squares and diamond shapes. And it's very pretty and interesting to look at. A lot of the houses also have big bonsai looking trees, very beautiful flora around here. And it looks like there's a lot of space on the ground for the houses to be there, but for some reason all of them are high up, or kind of high up, on mounds. Some are higher than others, some are only a few feet up from the ground bottommost level. And some houses look completely different to the standard of this village, and they all have fun staircases. Some swirl and some go straight, but it seems like the most distinct things about these houses that make them unique are the staircases. They have a lot of personality and decorations depending on whose house it is. And Simona takes her way up to one of the houses. She follows her true soul compass, and she takes a staircase up to a nice roundish house with a nice beautiful roof, and that is very curvy, a curvy roof, and it says with a sign above the door, it says porcelain for your smile. And the door is open, so Simona just walks in. Well, Fia walks in first, and Simona then follows with Goo on her shoulder, because Goo is that tiny. And they walk in, and here they see a miserable looking girl, a lady who is sitting on the floor, kind of just looking down at the ground. And Fia says, "Hello there. Got any adventure for us? I think there's some adventure here." And Simona says, "Are you okay?" And the person in this seemingly pretty empty store says, I've lost all of my porcelain that I sell here in my shop. And I just don't know if I can get it back. Are you able to, if you're adventurers, maybe you could go and, I don't know, get some back? It's the spirits. It's 3 spirits that took it. But most importantly, they took my friend. They took Tommy. He's a very beautiful parrot with lovely colors. And Simona says, or she thinks for a while, looking at the compass. Fia says first, "Yeah, we could do it. We could try our best at least. It would be really fun. It would be really fun to see these spirits you're talking about. I've never seen spirits before, so it will be amazing." And Simona says, "Well, Simona thinks for a while and says, "Yeah, I think maybe we could do it. I'm not sure. I haven't done very much of retrieving goods, but maybe we could do it, you know? I could help you. What's your name?" And Luna says, "Oh, my name is Luna. I'm happy to hear that you're getting it back, and I'm sure you will get it back, just as long as you get Tommy back. I could live without the porcelain. I could restart the collection of porcelain and resell and sell that. But just get the bird back, and I'm sure you will be able to do that. Thank you so much." And Simona says, well, thank us later if we manage to help you." And Luna says, "Well, I'm sure you will be able to do it. Just you will have my thanks for trying." And Fia is already out the door. And Simona asks, "Do you know where they took your porcelain?" And Luna says, I'm not exactly sure. But they took a lot of it, so they couldn't have gotten far." And Simona notices that her compass is pointing another way now. So what she does is she follows the compass. She She walks out and starts following the compass. And Fia comes behind, realizing that she herself was running without direction, but Simona seems to be knowing where she's going. And they walk up the biggest mountain in this area, and there is a path that goes around it, and somewhere on the other side of the mountain, they don't have to climb too terribly high, but somewhere around the other side of the mountain, they have to go off the path and then up onto a ledge, and that ledge has quite some beautiful little trees and bushes, and also a cave that goes into the mountain. But on this ledge there's quite a lot of space, like a plateau where there's a table and some chairs and a bird cage with the parrot in it. And the tables are filled with the most beautiful porcelain cups and plates and kettles. I guess it's not called a kettle, but the thing you keep tea and whatnot in before you pour it. The name is escaping me right now. But all this beautiful table decorations and whatnot is all there. They're all different. They're all white with different shiny colors on them. Some of them have green details with a lot of nice greenery and plant-like swirls and leaves and whatnot. Others are blue with animals on them, some birds, and other white with blue decorations on them, birds and dogs and cats and a badger and a hedgehog, and it's very beautiful. Some of the silverware is, or not silverware, they do seem to have silverware too, though, but the porcelain, some of it is white completely and has golden corners, and it's all really beautifully placed out. And around the table you can notice 3 spirits. One is yellow and has very swirly tips of its body. The body kind of ends without legs. It seems like some of the spirits have legs, or it seems like they can have legs when they want to, and just ghostly swirls when they want to. So the bottom of their body just ends in one tail-like thing. And the first one is yellow, and she's yellow and swirly, or they're yellow and swirly, and the head is yellow and swirly. The hair kind of is very swirly, and the fingertips are very swirly. So it looks kind of humanoid, but the features are very interesting, and it's all yellow. And the hair and the face kind of melts into each other, and the ears are pointy, and they're slightly see-through. Lucy, or another one, is red. Its name is... no, wait, it's blue. And its name is Lucy. The first one, the yellow one, is Shilika. The second one is Lucy. And they have more sharp points to their fingertips and their hair. And the last one is Star. And they are red. They're called Star, and they are red with very misty, cloudy features. Like the hair is cloudy, and the swirls at the feet is cloudy. And they're all enjoying some tea, drinking it in their cups, and having a quite fun old time, laughing a bit. Then they look over and see Simona, and they introduce themselves. Shilka, the red one. Ooh, hello, we have guests. Lucy, the blue one. Yes, we have guests. Very, very interesting. I'm Star. I'm the leader of them, and I have had a great idea of this tea party we're having right now. That's the red one. And then Lucy says, they're not the leader. We have no leader. They're just thinking too highly of themselves, as they usually do. And Simona says, excuse me, could we have... But then Fia is already jumping right at them. But Fia gets caught in the air by some sort of magic, it seems. The spirits, or one of them, Shilika, extended their arm, and the arm turned into a kind of object or a kind of mist that could pick Fia up. And they seem to have a cage ready for Fia, and they put her in there. Oh, why are you trying to ruin our party? Says Star. Our party is not to be ruined by anyone. And Simona says, well, we're not here trying to ruin your party. We just want to get the porcelain back and the bird, Tommy. Tommy wakes up at having his name heard. What? Oh, it's about time someone came and rescued me. And Fia says, Simona says, I can enjoy the party with you if you then help us bring back the porcelain. And the spirits say, well, have us sit down then. She has us sit down, and immediately when she sits down, her hands get wrapped up and tied to the chair's arms, and her feet gets tied down too. And now she's stuck. The spirit says, well, good that you're comfortable. Now you can enjoy the tea with us. They pour her a cup, but she can't drink it really. Lucy says, oh, what can this one do? What can you do? Do, little girl? And Simona says, my name is Simona. That's a good question. I'm not really sure what I can do. I mean, back home I had a job, a basic job as a pizza delivery person, and I wanted to get more skills, and Lucy says, boring. Well, I thought we were gonna get a fun new toy to play with. Why don't we just let her go? Because I don't wanna deal with her. She seems so boring. And Chilka says, or Silika says, well, I think she's quite lovely to look at, so I think we should keep her. I am gonna show off all my talents that I have, and maybe she'll like them, and maybe she'll be inspired to do some talent herself. And the spirits all take up a cup and take a sip at the exact same time. Oh, don't you just enjoy the most lovely of teas? And Tommy the bird, in the meantime, sighs and says like, so much for getting saved by you two. You're no good. And Fia says, "Hey, we tried to save you. Don't sass us." And the bird says, "Well, trying is the outcome that matters, not the thought." Simona asks, why are you spirits doing this? Why do you have to steal someone else's stuff? The spirits say, "Well, we were just having fun, and it's so much fun to just, have a lot of tea supplies, a lot of beautiful things to look at, and while we chat, while we talk about how the stars tell the most wonderful stories. And it's just fun." "Yeah, but," Simona says, "yeah, but it makes someone else sad. Doesn't that matter to you at all?" And Star says, "It doesn't matter in the slightest. We are more powerful than any of you, so that means that we can do whatever we want." Simona says, "Yeah, but how do you feel about it? Like, I know you can do whatever you want, but do you have to?" Star says, "We don't have to, but we're going to, because you are no better than us, and you are just as you would do the same if you had our power." Simona says, "No, I wouldn't." Silaika says, "Yeah, not everyone gets corrupted by power like us." "You know what?" And Simona says, "Yeah, I don't think everyone does, and so I think can't we do a deal or something? Maybe if it's something you three would want." And the spirits say, "Oh," and Lucy says, "Oh, I love a good deal. I love making deals with strangers, having them get deals that they can't get out of, and that will make them slaves to us." And Silaika, and that makes all the parties happy, because having all the parties happy, that is a good thing. And Star says, "Okay, well," Star says, "Well, I want a tea. I would like a tea that I would never have before." And Simona says, "I could do that." Star says, "Then we have a deal. You're free." And Lucy says, "No, you shouldn't have made a deal so easily." And Star says, "I can make a deal however easily I want." And Lucy says, "Well, I guess that's a deal then. We spirits, if we have said it's a deal, then we keep that word. We're honorable like that, And Simona says, yeah, very honorable. Lucy says, hey, we just made a deal. Don't be like that. Like, and they free them all and help them carry the porcelain back to the porcelain shop. And there Luna gets so happy. And she hugs Tommy, and Tommy says, okay, be done with it already. I just want my snacks. And Luna says, of course, and she brings out his snack bowl and lets him eat while she places all the porcelain in the right place, and the spirits leave and say, you better deliver on that promise. And Simona says, yeah, I can find a tea that you've never tasted before. And Star says, yeah, sure. We have tasted a lot of teas. And Simona says, yeah. And the spirits leave. And Simona is left with Luna and Fia and Goo and Tommy. And Luna says, thank you so much, so much. Thank you. It really means a lot. And I can just look at all the beautiful porcelain. And you know what? After this experience, I think it was good, because now I appreciate my porcelain even more than I did before. And Tommy says, I don't think that's possible. You like your porcelain way too much. And Luna says, I don't have much, but you can have this set of or you can have any set of porcelain in here that you want as a thank you. And Simona says, yeah, thanks. And she chooses one that looks like the details on it are a mixture of green, flame-like symbols or designs, and mixed with leaves and green branches on the cups and the tea set. And she brings that home. And Fia says, when they're home and set it up on the table, the house that looks slightly more or slightly less empty now, she doesn't put it in a drawer or anything. It just looks good to have something out in the open, because this house is so empty. And Fia says, That was such a lovely adventure. I really appreciated that adventure so much. And that compass, I think it wants you to be an adventurer. And Simona says, I don't know about that. But I guess it made me feel really good to help that lady, that shopkeep. And Goose says, yeah, doing something really nice is fun to do sometimes. I'm really happy you did it. I'm really proud of you, Luna, or Simona. And they sit down and have a relax after a long day. And the porcelain sits nicely on the table and shines with a nice orangey shine when the sun sets through the window. That's the end of the story. And I hope you have a really good night, or a really less stress-free day. A more stress-free day. A less stressful day as you continue on from here. I wish you well. Bye bye.